Hey, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to do a very cool guava. Um, it is Psidium guineense, sometimes called guineense. It depends on how you say it. But I have two fruits from my tree. It only produced two. It's a slow growing guava, and my tree must be 6 years old. It's the very first time it's fruited, which is exciting. I love it. This year, finally, so many of my trees are producing fruit, uh, but only two. I found these on the ground this morning, so I'm really hoping that they're going to be interesting. Interesting is good. I read it's supposed to be sour, not very palatable. All these different terms were used for it, and I'm like, whatever. It's a pretty fruit, kind of like the size of a golf ball, almost in the shape of what you would call a strawberry guava or lemon guava, just much bigger. But it is its own species. We're gonna go ahead and cut it open now. So let's see, we'll cut one. No, we'll cut it this way. So I'm trying not to go through the seeds. This guava doesn't have the typical aromatic aroma that a lot of guavas do. Still smells. It's just not, it's not that it's unpleasant. It smells sour, if that makes sense. It's kind of like in the lemon world, kind of. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. So I'm going to first not eat the seeds because, man, do they look plentiful and pretty big. Of course, I'll be saving them. All right, so we're cutting and peeling. Unuseful tropical plants. They say usually eaten out of hand, raw, sometimes boiled and cooked. Then in that very same paragraph, they say oftentimes inedible. It's not that it's gross. It's borderline gross. It is that I'm wondering if these are fully ripe, even though they fell down on the ground. This is the second one. It's just nothing you're going to crave more of. I could see that this it is bland sour. Best way to describe it. I can see why you have to cook it. This is the second one. Tastes exactly the same as the first. So I don't know. There's just something off about it. I've had guavas that make my mouth water because they're so good. This one, no. I would do a hard pass on eating this out of hand. I would make ice cream out of it, maybe drinks. I would cook with it. But for fresh eating, well, even in the center of the core, it's like a bitter lemon, but not as good as a lemon. All right, that's it. I keep trying to get my cat not to come into the camera view. Anyway, that's it. So Psidium guineense, guineense, all these different ways I've heard and seen it spelled. So, love the tree, very beautiful. It's kind of more of a weeping guava. Beautiful leaves, but not one of my favorite guavas for eating fresh out of hand. Make stuff with it. All right, thanks for joining me.